Hello, everybody. I believe we're live here. We're going to be playing um, here in Mordheim Madness Season 2, Klajd vs. Slaviour the third. Currently, Klajd is 2-0 against Slaviour, so I believe you got to have Klajd as the favorite. Looks like they're taking the library as promised. This has been an ongoing kind of joke between the two. Klajd should kind of have the initiative. I mean, he's playing it down a little bit that I might not have him. I don't know. It depends. I mean, Slaviour is Slaviour. He's the current champion. He makes very beefy, tough builds to kill. So, um, I expect a fast match. I expect a good match. I know Slaviour's child is napping right now. If I know anything about that, things can get ugly very quickly after a little 3-year-old comes running down the steps. You can become a very distracted Mordheim player. So maybe Klajd's got that to his advantage. But the library should be pretty damn fast. It's extremely tiny. These guys are veterans. They should know the tricks of the teleport pads. They should know where they lead. Um, it'll be interesting. Previously, I broadcasted Karand against Shellproof on this same map. It's funny to see the veterans both picking library. It's usually never allowed. So here they are, now that they can taste the fruit, are taking a bite. So also, Klajd has him by 2 ratings points, so you know he's going to dominate him, right? Smaller groups posturing to find an advantage. I'm streaming through Slaviour's Steam, so I think he's in 720. So I can't help the video quality. Doesn't look like he's streaming in 1080. This will be very interesting. 3 different groups. That's a group of 4. This is going to be so goddamn confusing. I believe, I know Karand and Shellproof were already engaged in combat on there, so it's going to be a very different look. Teleporters are going to play a role. Um, Perhaps even the idols. I mean, you can see the very serious initiative advantage. So what Klajd wants to do is take advantage of this, try to get some early important kills. What's an important kill? Obviously not henchmen. There's 5. That leaves 5 units. You got the captain, the young blood, and that we can see, and then whatever other heroes there are. Probably his champions. I mean, he can only sub out 2 units, so I know he's going to have a champion. He may have warlocks and wolf priests, but he's guaranteed to have a champion, at least one. So I bet. I bet. This is just such a confusing, disorienting map anyway. Anyway, so who do you want to kill? I mean, these 2 are good targets. The thing is, Slaviour's whole warband is everybody wears heavy armor, except the warlock, obviously. So it's going to take a while to chew through any target whatsoever. So which ones do you pick? Now, if there's a warlock, that's an easy choice, but you can see by the initiative, he probably doesn't have one. The warlocks are typically pretty damn fast. So I don't know if Klajd's just trying to navigate his way. He would only see question marks anyway, but he would have a good idea that the warlock's not here. So you're looking at 2 champions, a wolf priest, and a young blood to go with the captain. You know, the wolf priest is a good target. Maybe lock down the champions with your warp guards, and then try to get the young blood and the captain. I mean, it all depends on who's placed where as well. I mean, the thing with the teleporters is you can create an engagement on them. Sorry, I'm reading what they're saying. So you can put a unit on a teleporter and it blocks it, just like a climb up point. So that can be kind of scummy in a way. As long as you're putting them, you know which one equates to which one. There you can see one of the champions. I'm going to go ahead and guess Klajd's heroes are all the fast units, and then he's going to have 41 are going to be warp guards. Yeah, I don't even know. So I usually say like, oh, I know exactly this group's going to be here. This I have no idea on the library. I've never PvP'd here. Like that looks pretty damn safe up there. That looks hard to reach. There's a green teleporter which he's blocking. And there's a red one right there. So green takes you to that spot. Oh my god, this is just utterly confusing. That looked pretty damn safe where he was. Yeah, I don't know if anyone practices here. That looks like safe city right up there though. There's only one way in, and it's that green teleporter will bring you to this spot. This is how you get out of it. So he's in purple area. These kind of help you a little bit. Now he's in green. But this isn't really like hinted at on the map anywhere. Cyan. They all look like different shades of pastel. I don't know. If you're colorblind, this is just cruel. So he's in purple. So you can see how you would get there is that purple teleporter right there. That's the drop-off point. There's also a jump-down ledge right there. So there's actually two ways to get to this group of 4. Jump through the purple teleporter, and you'll come out right there with all 4 of his units standing in front of your face. Right there. You'll pop right out. And then they're jumping around, but there is a cliff you can jump down to reach these guys as well. But this looks like where you'd put your squishiest units. That's probably why he put his Youngblood up there. Oh my god, I'm getting a headache. But right there is a jump down point. Do I have no sound? I'm sorry. We want to hear the gurgle gut noise. And we've begun. Can he shoot from there? Like, that would be just too good. Can he shoot him? I don't even know on this map. It's so awkward. He's about to say that too, yeah. I mean, did he have a shot on him? Wow. I think he was about to be like, oh shit, he's shooting me. But then he ran away. To where God knows where. He's the teleporter. There's Vladimir. Okay, he's back. Do you not have a shot? Okay, he's wasting blue pills. Oh my god, that's not going to be good for Klajd. I think Klajd just wants to stomp the shit out of me. I play the loser of this match. I am not sure where he's going. And I would much, much rather play Slaviour. I'd just match up better against his warband, I feel. He has slow initiative, which works for me. He almost makes me fast. And I can just digest heavy armor. And it is not a problem for Chaos. He is just going back and forth in this teleporter. He's about 10 seconds left. You can only hear what sound effects Slaviour has on. Kind of a lost turn there. I mean, he does get to reposition first, so maybe he's repositioning somewhere. Keep in mind we are seeing this through Slaviour's perspective, so we won't be seeing Klajd's actions. Things will probably be a little less hectic once it's Slaviour's turn. Now, Slaviour does have a ranged and a melee leader. It looks like he brought the melee one. I'm pretty sure he has 2 different leaders. Oh, that's the end of a long hallway. There's usually a crypt horror here on the story missions. He did find an angle. I'm surprised he didn't have one at the other place. Now, he is shooting a henchman. That's not ideal, but if you're getting free attacks. Not sure about what the delay's for. Why not just keep shooting him? Oh, is he going to do a sorcerer's curse? Yeah, that makes sense. Strip his armor. Makes sense now. Is he switching to guns? Most people take a ranged Eshin sorcerer. There's no reason to have it melee, obviously. They have really good ballistic. There, he's doing the full damage now. Something about Conrad. Maybe it looks too similar to Karin, so he's just shooting him. Can't help himself. Again, I mean, you want to be killing the heroes, but a kill's a kill. He has 400 HP henchmen with 60% armor or something, 65. So it takes a long time to kill these henchmen. If I would say Slaviour has a style, it's definitely heavy armor because he played undead. He's playing mercs. He likes beefy, tanky things with a lot of HP. That with strong blows and things like that that just hit hard in melee. It's a pretty basic kind of build, honestly. It's back to the basics. A lot of HP, a lot of armor, and just beat the shit out of things. And it works very effectively to this day. There's nothing too cute about it. Yeah, he's grouping up over there. Good luck fucking finding that area. Ingemar von Drake. Only 300 HP on this guy, actually. You can see Mastery Exhaustion, pretty much standard in PvP for most players of this game. Yeah, it just started, man. You could say Klajd's winning the deployment. I mean, but if Slaviour can find a way to that teleporter, to that red area, it looks like, he can start messing with those guys. Is he going to mastery Adrenaline Rush? Probably not. Poison Wind Globadiers can't heal themselves. I don't even know if he has Mastery Adrenaline Rush, to be honest. Alright, this is that middle book area. It's like the middle rotunda, maybe what it's called? Where you can get to a lot of spots here. You can go to all these different teleporters. I just took him to the other side of the rotunda. I mean, it's funny to see these guys, the all-pro players, not know what the fuck they're doing. Is that where he wants to be? I guess he does. I don't think he does. He just fed him his young blood. He's getting some damage off on Simon. Maybe that's what he wanted. He looks pretty exposed to me, though. That is some juicy damage. God damn. Most likely armor bypass. And he doesn't have a lot of armor. And he's going to have Mastery Exhaustion. So he might could get out of there. Yeah. Oh my god, this map. Yeah, Slaviour does like them beefy things. Aren't you going to run? Are you going to risk a reload? I don't think he'll ever shoot. A shot in the back. What a dog. Wow, that saved him a blue pill. He almost lost it. So, sort of able to save this guy for now, but that black Skaven, 2 black Skaven coming up, they might just be able to jump on Rojislaw. Yeah, he was up there too. He's about to go right on that teleporter and kill him. And say, fuck you, Youngblood. Oh, hey, bro. So he doesn't want to block the teleporter. He might already be in combat, though. And I think that's why Slaviour did that with his positioning to block the teleporter. Yeah. It's kind of scummy. It's definitely kind of scummy. He's not going to be able to get any more rats in there. Should have done that first. He maybe survives now. Yeah, imagine if he'd done Black Hunger first. He's a dead man. That looked like a kind of a shitty roll, too. That was a big mistake, not taking the Black Hunger. Because now that teleporter, that guy, that black Skaven's going to be stuck there. He's not going to be able to use the teleporter. Now he's coming to lock him down. Yeah, you had to do Black Hunger first. He's going to die from exhaustion, though. 13 HP. He's dead. Boy, it would have made the difference. Black Hunger. That is too bad. Does this guy have a bow? Maybe this is the bowman. Looking to get some shots into the head of that Black Skaven. Good hit chance. He's carrying a halberd. Interesting. Yeah, Klajd knows it. See, this is all damage he didn't need to take. If he'd used Black Hunger, the Youngblood's dead and he jumps on another teleporter to safety. Instead he's taking what? 120 damage. Maybe 160. Oh, he missed one. 120 damage that he didn't need to take, though. Plus the fucking teleporter. I mean, he can't go through it. Maybe he can get a warp guard onto that guy and kill it. Because he did use a delay to try to get out of there. Slaviour knew what he was doing when he positioned his Youngblood there. Where's this Verminkin? Is he going to get a shot on that? I mean, he'd like to retreat with the Black Skaven. I mean, it's kind of a trade. You're trading heroes. Yeah, he'll be able to get something on him here. So he'll be able to retreat with the Black Skaven. Now remember, Skaven, one of the things that's making them so powerful in this structure... Oh, he still has blue pills. Yeah, there we go. That's a shame. Is their ability to heal with the Poison Wind Globadier. The Strangling Globe is strong, but just the Healing Globe gives you a chance to kind of recover. That only the other witch hunters really have. And all the witch hunters are gone. Hole Poker being eliminated. And Miniar just, I don't know what happened to him. He never got started. I believe that's Sergey. No, he already ended his turn there. So yeah, Sergey's fucked no matter what. I mean, he didn't really need to kill that Youngblood then. He was going to die from exhaustion. I thought he delayed. He did delay because he has 77. No, he didn't delay. Okay, that's gonna be a dead Black Skaven then. If you consider a halberd slows you down, and the captain switched to a bow, which speeds you up, and the captain already was faster than him anyway. So unless he has some secret stimulus or something going on, I'm pretty sure he's traded a Black Skaven for a Youngblood. And his Eshin Sorcerer got shot in the head a lot as well. So right now, Slaviour's in the lead. He is risking a henchman, but... Yeah, you want to cover the teleport spot. Does he know that? Is that what he just did, maybe? He can scum just as easily as Slaviour. What you'd want to do is end your turn with your circle on the landing spot. Like where you shit out of. I don't know. I don't know what the term would be for where you teleport into. Is there a phrase for that? Transporter pad? The destination pad, I guess you would call it. You want to end your turn there so whatever comes through there is locked into combat and no more units can pour through it. So technically taking a 1-0 lead, but most likely losing the Black Skaven on the next turn and having a very injured leader. Now Slaviour's left with 2 champions, a wolf priest, and a mercenary captain, all very tanky units. He did not want to lose his Black Skaven. That's going to be what chews through those guys. You can see it right here. You can just shred them apart. Yeah. I could see why Klajd wasn't feeling very confident, having not played on the library. It is awkward as shit. Like, I'm not sure why he brought his warp cards there. Like, wouldn't you want that Verminkin in an ambush? You could have locked up this champion. Now this champion's going to block this teleporter pad. Initiative is 66. I mean, is he not afraid of a staggering... He could use a staggering blow to... But I think he feels confident he can get the kill no matter what. I haven't done the math. If he has adrenaline rush, he's a dead man. But the archer captain will be able to shoot him in the back anyway. I think he wants to kill him here, though, so he can lock up a different target and block that transporter pad. Yeah, you're going to see him lock into the Verminkin, maybe. So he can't use this teleport pad. I mean, this is Klajd's only way out, is that teleport pad. You can lock his whole team in there. And this is a tanky motherfucker. You can see him trying to do that. Trying to make sure his circle lands on that teleport pad. And I think it did. Which, I mean, I don't... Whatever. It's a mechanic. But this is why no one plays the library. It's just weird. It's awkward. Now his whole team is stuck up there. It's just kind of broken. Will he be able to kill this champion with 3 henchmen? I mean, I just don't see it. How's he going to get this? He'll be able to bring 1 unit through. I think. He should be able to bring 1 unit through, but then it will be locked into combat on that pad. So if it's the Black Skaven with Black Hunger and Daredevil, maybe he brings him through, but he can't bring down the Eshin Sorcerer. That would be able to use orders. I'm not sure that's where he wanted to go. Realizing that now. This is... I mean... I would have loved to have seen these guys play mano-a-mano. They've had 2 very close matches on normal maps. It's kind of a shame to see this become like a quirky RNG kind of deployment victory thing. I mean, Klajd just not doing enough with the initiative. Not finding the correct teleport pads. Like I get the feeling that Slaviour is going to know exactly where to go to maximize his blue pills to get to where he needs to get. It's going to make a big difference. Like, this is the only one he can use for these 4 units. There might be a jump down over there. I can't remember. I don't think there is. I think he literally has to pump everyone into that pad over there. So if Slaviour or Klajd, I'm going to be confusing their names the whole time. If he could have blocked that destination pad, wherever it is here, I assume it's here somewhere, he could have stopped the whole team from pouring through. But I don't think he has. This pad is what he's going to use. And if Klajd could have blocked the destination point, wherever this is where he needed to put a unit. Klajd. Instead, everyone's going to pour through here. Everybody. So if he had blocked this, it would have been just this Wolf Priest, but he didn't, so he's going to suffer for it. He's mostly doing that to take away blue pills. Frostbite taking away 3 blue pills when casted. So a lot of times I take the buff that gives plus 10% cast chance to a Wolf Priest. I mean, that was a 99 anyway, but he can't dual wield Sigmarite hammers, which give a plus 10% cast chance with the proper rune. So he kind of has a lower cast chance, the Wolf Priest. And he's fucked. Did he just... He has exhaustion at least. He can move off the teleportation pad. I think his own units can use it, though. Okay. Onwards. Pink. This is up the steps. I think he wants green, doesn't he? I don't fucking know. Cyan? Is that Cyan? Now he's in the atrium, whatever this was called, rotunda. Trying to figure out where the fuck he is. Yeah, there's 2 warp guards, I guess, near his captain? Or are they below his captain? I guess they're below his captain. Otherwise they would have engaged the captain. I think he's trying to figure out what color they're in. But he can't. See how it says debuff blue area? I'm not sure if he could figure out what color he was in. You were in the blue area. Maybe he saw it really fast and I didn't see it in the list. But that's how you figure out where to move into. Is on the debuff. Debuff, hero, blue area. So you want to look for the teleporter pad that's blue. Oh, he's going to struggle with these champions. So if Slaviour wins this, he's moving on to face Karnd in the winner's bracket championship or final. Not afraid of a flea given such minor damage. And taking him to safety? I don't know what that was. I guess a semi-retreat. Here comes all the beef. These guys are very dangerous as well. You have to have very dangerous henchmen. I think they all have like 20 strength or something crazy. Awful movement though. Just awful movement. I don't even think he has exhaustion. Wow, in the heart of the team. So he didn't block. It's blocked now, but he didn't block it very well. I think he's trying to block it with the Verminkin right there. Unable to, so the warrior's able to get to where he wanted. Of course, momentum being very nice for hit chance. So sacrificing this guy to kind of hold up all the heroes and leaders of Klajd. Gottfried, serve your team well. Man, I really just wish they'd done like Merchants 2 or something. Good God. Or just pick the temple. I mean, anything but this. I believe Klajd was the higher seed, so Klajd picked this. So if anyone wants to be like, oh, poor Klajd, Klajd picked this, okay? He did it to himself. There's plenty of like first turn mat combat kind of places, like Count's Palace or the Temple, Quayside, Middlebridge. I mean, he could have dominated on Middlebridge. Maybe he's feeling bad about going up 2-0. How was there a place to teleport in there? That is nuts. That should be blocked. That's crazy. It's not. Well, Misha Cat Killer is in trouble. I believe that's in reference to me. So maybe I'll get my revenge upon Klajd. All depends on the map and deployment. But I mean, I'm talking about like Slaviour winning already. But I mean, it kind of looks like he's got it. He's got the units in the right spots. He's lost to Black Skaven, which is one of his big damage dealers. He's still able to get into this fucking place. I don't know how that's even possible. Like, him being able to bring all these warriors in is just crushing. Like, go put him on the Eschen. There's that guy in an ambush. Oh, the Black Skaven is in an ambush. But he just didn't put his circle over there enough. Like, this guy wanted to engage whatever was coming through there. For some reason, I don't know. It's just being weird. This is why we never play this fucking map. It's just really weird. I think he wants to lock down this black Skaven. If he walks this way and then just goes into his red bit, he won't get ambushed. Just walk here and then like clip into there. I think that's what he's trying to prevent. There's no reason to trigger it. If you walk through this guy's circle, it won't trigger the ambush. And then you can just nudge out of it and he'll be instantly engaged. Yeah, I mean, he lost the Poison Wind Globadier. He's lost his Black Skaven. I just don't see a way back for Klajd. Slaviour just has so much HP. So much armor. Did he mean to click that one? Or is he trying to switch weapons? Is that what he's trying to run further? Like, the fact that that's not clipping into the... I mean, that's not Klajd's fault. You can see what he's trying to do is have him engage whatever came through the teleporter. Yeah, I mean, you can see Klajd. Klajd sees the writing on the wall. How's he going to beat the champions? The captain, all these big, beefy warriors that are now into his squishy little Poison Wing Globadiers, Eshin Sorcerer. Kind of anticlimactic battle. It's just kind of a shame they took Library. I mean, just take Ravensbarrack. Just take any other special map. Ugh.
A new round has started.
There's a very good reason this one's not used. Might see a delay here so he can at least Sorcerer's Curse. One of these guys. But, I mean, look at this wall of fucking warriors he'll never get through. And you're going to see a Sorcerer's Curse on whichever target. I mean, the Black Skaven, he can do some things. Like, he can shoot this guy down. The Black Skaven with Black Hunger. Daredevil, he'll be able to maybe get another one. I mean, that's bad luck. Holy shit. He needed that 60 to 70 damage. He missed by 1. God, he really needed that damage. You damn dirty apes. I don't know if he'll be alive long enough to use that. I guess he figures use the blue pills. I think there's just henchmen down here now. Yeah, take the one not engaged. You want to take the guaranteed damage, I think. You can see their beefy, heavy armor on these warp guards. No, I mean, starting to look at it from my perspective, I mean, I'm bad against Skaven because they have ranged. I am very weak against ranged. And you can see what he does with those warp pistols, man. Just hitting out like 60 to 70 damage. It can take down my possess so fast. But if you can get through some of his warp guards or get to his Black Skaven and get him engaged in melee, you can start to do a lot to Klajd. So Klajd's going to want like a fast initiative kind of map where he can get easy early kills, or a map where there's a lot of distance between us. I'm going to have to think of a way to kind of fight his skirmishing style. He has the damn warp mist too. which really neuter ranged. Makes it hard to use ranged against these rats. Shooting a homeless man in the back. You know he's feeling confident if he brings his hero down here. Is he going to switch to the shield maybe? Give him some survivability. I'm just going to keep shooting. Hit and run tactics. Covering the teleport spot. Like a boss. This guy has no chance against the champion. I'm not sure what this Verminkin does. I think it's meant to lock down Daredevil type units. I think it's a melee resist, range resist, kind of lock down danger at targets kind of unit. Yeah, you can see his very low hit chance. Aenir has a similar build. I think he has two of them now. He's like melee resist tanky Verminkin that don't do shit for damage. He's going to be the one he wants to use against my possessed. He's going to want to tie my possessed up with this little rat, Nikita. Thing is, Slaviour doesn't have that unit, so it's not very effective against Slaviour. But our warbands are locked. He doesn't have a henchman he could swap out for him anyway. So he's just kind of not finding a role here. I mean, maybe keep him against the champion. I think you'll see Klajd uses two heroes and then maybe even call the match, honestly. You can like feel him being demoralized. He's probably scouting the map. That's what he's doing right now. If you're wondering why we're just sitting here. He's most likely using the mini-map, using the rest of his turn timer to start planning these guys' turn. Doing some math, figuring out what he needs to do. He's going to shoot this Sorcerer's Curse guy. It's crazy he has to use aim. But yeah, that's 66 damage he can do on my possessed, and all my cloth units like nothing. Really chew him down. Another one. That is awful, man. He's had two 90+ misses on this shithead. Really hurting him. What any chance he had to come back, this guy needed to die. Now these two little guys are going to get swarmed by warriors. Just no chance now. You might just see him concede. He doesn't even have order to use on this Black Skaven. He'll only get 2 attacks off. Well, it's a frustrating match. Just not very competitive. Between the confusion of which teleporters to use and some teleporters blocking units from going in, others not. It's just been awkward. Very interesting taking the spear. I don't think that's going to do a lot of damage. I mean, he does have Sorcerer's Curse, but spears do really poor damage. Obviously trying to give his Black Skaven some survivability. So that warrior would have been dead by now, if not the previous attack. Just bad luck. So getting a kill, I guess it's technically 2-2. But most of his units finishing up here shortly, and then you got all the champions and wolf priests and warriors coming. That's where it's really gonna just clean up. I mean, there's no way to stop him from killing this Eshin Sorcerer. They're gonna kill this Poison Wind Globadier. They'll just ignore him. Can he pour units into that area to start locking him down? Like, you got to use the teleporter he used to get to you, which I think is over here somewhere. Like, wasn't it over there? Don't you want to send the warp guards up to start locking down the warriors? Like, these guys don't matter right now. I guess he really wants to kill here. 19 fucking damage, though. I've talked about this in previous streams. You just cannot have henchmen who don't do any damage. Ainir's had this problem. Klajd's having this problem. I think you've seen Shellproof fix it. He used to have that problem, but then he's like, wait, I need to go with halberds. Greybush had that problem, and then he was like, wait, my fucking zombies don't do anything. So he went to, I think, dual wield and stuff. It's just with the current builds, like, he can't be doing 20 fucking damage. I mean, that's, his warriors have 400 HP. That's 20 attacks to kill something. I mean, that's just not sustainable. You can't do anything with that. Karnd, it looks like you'll be facing Slaviour. Welcome. It'll be interesting seeing the undead versus the mercs. I don't think they've played yet. Don't know how they match up against each other. They're very similar builds in a lot of ways. Just very vanilla, get the job done builds. Like, just hit things over and over. Yeah, I forgot Slaviour kind of has a melee resist twist to his. He has defensive stance. He has hand shots. And this is what he loves to do. Just whip out the damage when need be. This is what his henchmen do. You see them with swords and shields, but Slaviour will whip out a two-hander, adrenaline rush, and attack you twice with a great fucking axe of destruction. So just using the math there to maximize his red pills, get the best attacks. I mean, I'm not I mean, I'd have to do the math. I assume Slaviour has, and that does more damage than just 5 regular axe attacks. But I'd think 5 regular axe attacks do more there. I don't know, though. I mean, these spears, man. Like, just stop. He needs to bring these warp guards out to protect his poison wind globadier, but he's just literally going through the motions right here. Trying to get this over with. You can feel when a person's given up. I'm surprised he hasn't just conceded. I know you'd all say, "Wow, it's 2-2," but I mean, we've played this long enough to know where this is going. It's only 2-2 because Klajd's had 2 turns and Slaviour's only had 1. Oh, maybe that's why Helmet here blocked the teleport point. So that's maybe why he couldn't get there. I mean, at least kill that warrior you've been chipping away at, right? There, like, you should have used this teleporter. He should have brought all his units up into here to try to protect his 2 squishy guys. I don't know why he didn't do that. He had plenty of warp guards he could have brought into there. Started locking these guys down. Yeah, he knows he's toast. I don't know. Any other map, I think Klajd has him. I don't know. Maybe Klajd wanted to play me. I don't know. I'm in the lower bracket. I know Klajd wants to beat my ass. Shellproof's down there, his buddy. Ainir. We're getting down to the final. I guess there's only 6 of us left. Is that math correct? Yeah, there's only 6 players left. And 2 will be eliminated once I play Klajd and Ainir plays Shellproof. So we'll be down to the final 4. Either way, Ainur or Shellproof guaranteed a spot in the final four. Both new to level 10 PvP. That is pretty damn impressive to do so well in such a stiff competition. This has been really, really a lot of good battles. That's why this one's kind of a letdown. But there's been a lot of really good tense battles in this whole tournament. Yeah, Rortar, I recorded the BBL game. It's on YouTube. That's I guess I believe a PM. It's probably Klajd talking about what went wrong, or we're setting up our next match. I don't know. I mean, this one's over. It is over. God, I really wanted to play Slaviour. I owe him, and I have a warband to beat him. I owe him from the last tournament. I don't really feel like I owe Klajd. I mean, we don't have much of a rivalry. But I play Slaviour in every goddamn tournament. This might be the first tournament I don't play him. Yeah, you just get in there and kill the Eshin leader. Let's kill all these guys. The Poison Wind Globadier. He's going to get the Eshin leader first, probably. I think one hit will do it. I guess that's more of a great axe of perforation. The other probably being obviously a devotion axe. And yeah, you can whichever. I mean, it's over. Like you said, there's no way to pull it back against all this HP and armor. If you're on Twitch here, just scroll down, man. You should be able to see a link to the YouTube channel. I think at least on your desktop. I don't know if you're on a mobile phone where it goes. If you're on a mobile phone, it's a little harder to find. Yeah, so Slaviour versus Karn, going to be a good battle. I think Karn easily has the initiative. He can do some bullshit and take some... It's just such a shame Mordheim Madness 2 has come to this, but he could just pick like an initiative map and just get the easy initiative win. But I don't think Karn will do that. We want to see exciting back and forth matches. I know he feels that same way. So maybe I'll just take like a Merchant or Noble's Court or some boring match. Because he could easily take like the Count's Palace and just be guaranteed to have an advantage over Slaviour right off the bat. But he does get to pick the map. The winner, again, guaranteed a spot in the championship. The loser would go to the Losers Bracket Championship. So interesting, all these Skaven, we're going to have Undead get against Mercenaries. Just slow, tanky warbands ultimately carrying the day. There's been all this discussion about Daredevil builds and how it's changing the meta. And then we have two warbands without any fucking Daredevil. They just use Adrenaline Rush, Exhaustion, Heavy Armor. They just fucking grind out wins. Klajd here with us on Twitch. Yes, I'm ready. It'll be interesting down on the losers bracket. Just because it's called the losers bracket, I mean, there is some stiff competition down there. Myself, Klajd, Ainur, and what he's getting his necklace, and Shellproof. Every match is just can go any way at this point. Slaviour swearing at the rats, calling them mice, making them feel his wrath. Yeah, I don't know. What did he steal? Why that trinket? What was his name? I missed the name. Maybe it's like... was it Slaviour or something? I missed the target's name that he took. It was dishonorable, I imagine. He had to regain his honor by taking his trinket. Surprised he's not switching to the great hammers, great axes. There we go. This is what he loves to do. And this is what you want to see with henchmen. A fucking 80 just on your head. And I made a mistake. I didn't do this with my Dark Souls, and I really should have. I was trying to get cute and use Stimulus and Staggering Blow, and I never took Adrenaline Rush. But to be able to drop 150 just like that with a henchman is pretty damn important in the new meta. Maybe he's going to cuss at this one as well. But yeah, Klajd probably conceding, he said, as soon as his turn's over. Just wants to swear at him one last time. So, kind of an anticlimactic one, but the win goes to Slaviour. Now they're 2-1 against each other. And I think a lot of it has to do with this map. Slaviour ecstatic to only have to walk so far when he has six movement henchmen. I mean, this is really good for him. Like, the worst thing for Slaviour is a large map. He's got the world's slowest henchmen. I mean, I think he has 6. He gets 6 blue pills and he has 6 meters movement, and that's it. No exhaustion, no meditation. So he can move 36 meters with his henchmen. Which we always talk about henchmen doing damage and the meta of you got to have damage. You also have to have movement. It really kind of limits his warband, I feel. We'll see if Karn will be able to take advantage of that. He has a very high mobility warband. But if you don't have the skirmishing, that's the thing. I don't know how much Karn's warband skirmishes. He doesn't have magic damage. He doesn't have range damage. Karn wants to get in there into melee as well. And I think that benefits Slaviour. He wants to get in melee as well, but he also has the young blood. He has this archer captain. He has a warlock. He has a wolf priest. So he has a lot of options for creating range damage. I feel like Slaviour wants to pull you into combat. You know, it's like, I'll chip away with my range, and then you have to come get my 36 meter movement warriors. I mean, I get why he doesn't. It's just, it's disappointment. You know, it's just, you don't want to, like, what's the point? You have fucking henchmen left. It's just a bore. I mean, I conceded against Shellproof. It was pretty obvious what was happening. It's like, what's the point? I'm like down 5-0, 6-0 with all my heroes pretty much dead. Klajd does get to pick the map against me. Aenir gets to pick the map, or Shellproof picks the map against Aenir, and Karn again picks the map against Slaviour. Thank God we won't have to be on the library. Now I know Klajd's listening. I hope to God he does not pick the goddamn Count's Palace. I'm kind of tired of that place too. I picked a Merchant's and a Noble's Quarter. Just, you know, I just feel like those are the fairest. I didn't want to, like, I could have done an initiative win against True Griffin, but what's the point? True Griffin's already lost like 6 matches due to initiative. I didn't want to be the last one to do it to him. I felt pretty confident even without that. Yeah. Interesting to see what lineups they pick. Karn's been leaning heavily on the Crypt Horror. He does have some Thralls. I think he's locked into a Necromancer with the 2 zombies. So you have 3 slots left. 2 would be taken up by the Crypt Horror, leaving 1 choice. Another Necromancer or a Thrall. Or he could do 2 Thralls. And I guess he'd be forced into 2 Necromancers, which is probably why he's not doing that so much. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll see a Crypt Horror, a Thrall, and the Necromancer. Cryptor, I think, or yeah, Cryptor has maybe 50, 60 magic resist, which can be nice. With this Wolf Priest, I'm pretty sure you'll see this Wolf Priest from here on out. It's a good unit. I think the Warlock's been sidelined. The Youngblood's been a staple. And this looks like his winning finishing lineup here. As the tournament's gone on, people have learned which builds they liked and didn't like, and we were able to substitute as desired. Like I found units that have worked for me and some that have worked less for me, especially depending on the opponent. Have you? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the games that count, I feel like you bring the Cryptor. Karn's saying he's done 50-50. I mean, it'll be interesting. I think the Cryptors have heart failure, or the Necromancer has heart failure. I haven't seen that trigger much at all, though. Heart failure, basically like a Chains of Chaos. It's like a group Chains of Chaos. I think you have a 50% chance on any action to lose 2 red or 2 blue pills. It's really awkward. No one ever fucking uses it. Maybe Karn's found a way. I mean, that could be good against this warband. I don't know what his magic resist looks like for his team. I mean, so he's saying Daredevil, Cryptor for Daredevils, Necros versus the rest. I would say Slaviour very much fits in the rest. Yeah. Hopefully he gets 100 initiative and takes the temple. But that's just it. Karn's warband has no fucking range. No range. I don't see, he has to get in melee with Slaviour. I mean, I can't speak for Karn, but he's 2-0 against Klajd. I think he would have much preferred Klajd. I don't think they've played yet, Karn and Slaviour. Have they? Did they play their first match? No, he played Shellproof because Shellproof was the 2 seed. So he never played Slaviour, and at that point Slaviour had already lost to Klajd, so they have not played. I don't think Karn matches up well against Slaviour. We may see back-to-back championship appearances for Slaviour here, cementing his place. Conrad, you got to kill the guy that sounds like Karn, right? But yeah, this one's over. I don't know. Does he even have a hero left? I haven't been watching the combat much. I mean, he's below the route threshold. I don't think he's got... Is this Black Skaven? No, this is a warp guard. I think it's over. I don't know what we're doing here. Slaviour renowned for wanting to get the most kills possible instead of just ending turns. Is that the Black Skaven? Is that the issue? I don't know. I thought the Black Skaven was up here. It's over. He's at 70 morale. I don't know what he's trying to do here. It's over. We'll try to update you guys on when the next battles are going to be. Hopefully this week. We'd like to get this going. I don't know when Shellproof and Aenir can play, but I mean, Mordheim Madness has been fun. It's been long enough. I'm trying to get Battle of Behemoths rolling. I'm typing up the rules today. I hope to make a video of the rules that will also clarify things a bit, because some people are visual learners, right? Get that posted up onto YouTube. For one last kind of like critique, it's not officially locked in. People might say, oh my god, that's the dumbest shit ever. And it'll be up for one last final kind of debate on the floor. And we'll see what the final rules will be. But we're kind of locking it in. There's only one spot left in the Battle of Behemoths as well. So 8-2. Could have been 3. I think that guy had like 12 HP left, that warrior. I don't know. They're saying good game to be polite. I think they both know that was kind of a fucking mess. I don't know why he took it. I really don't. It was a disaster. This is just not a fun map. All right. Well, let me see if I can bring this up real fast. So, wow, it's already in there. Okay, good job, guys. Here's the final 3 matches. The winner guaranteed a spot in the championship game. Um, the winners here playing in the losers first championship, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. So, and then they have the right to go play whoever loses this game. So whoever's coming, if someone comes out of this lower division and makes it to here, they'll be a tough-ass bastard. I don't think you have to wait for Karn. Is he out of... Everyone's worried that Karn said he wouldn't be around much. I think they could play sooner than they realize. Yeah. I think this is that group chat you guys are seeing. Why am I still in this group chat? I don't want... Okay. I thought that was closed. Just give me a second, guys. So Skaven. Look at all these fucking Skaven. One's going to get eliminated, hopefully two. But we got decent variety. There's 4 different war bands out of the 6 left. Lost Sisters and Witch Hunters early. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be playing soon. We can get these 2 matches going to have the championship, hopefully before the end of the month. I would definitely hope so. Anyways, guys, let's see what they're all saying. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.